I'm the senior community manager over here at Lenovo Legion. How y'all doing? What's up, Demonic? What's up, Jimmy O? What's up, JD, Kane, T-Bone, Summer? We got Ritz, we got SOC, we got Cal, we got Ottershine, I already said T-Bones. Glacial, welcome in, guys. What's this heart badge, by the way? I've seen people having this on community or on Twitch. I don't know what it is. Something with Valentine's Day, maybe? Not sure. So Dimitri, what's going on? Hello. I forgot to turn on the TV, but honestly, I've realized that the TV is too much work for streaming, just with like all the other 19 things I have to do to get ready. So I think when I do another stream room in the future home that I hope to have someday, we will not be doing that because it's a lot of work. So also YouTube chat should be live now. What's up, YouTube and TikTok? I think maybe we're testing TikTok as an experiment, but we're trying it. Getting skill issues, Stress? You should know this about me. I'm in a perpetual state of skill issues. Yeah, so this will be an interesting game to play today because it requires a little bit of skill. So I anticipate a lot of wipe outs. What's up, Greencraft, for sharing a clip? Huh? Oh, for Valentine's Day, I got you. Nice. Was that like you had to create a clip for somebody else, basically? Did you redeem pet? I think you're impersonating things over here, Kane. I see you trying to farm that redemption that doesn't exist. I see you. Unless it was like a while ago, but I think it usually shows my activity feed. So, what's up, Gamer Generation? How's it going, friends? Hello, hello. What's up, Elvis? Welcome, friends. Update on the go-to. Some people asking about this. I don't have an update yet to share, but just know that it's definitely still in the works. And whenever we have an update to share that's more meaningful than that, you'll be the first ones to know on the community. So thanks for your patience on that. I love seeing all the attention for it and the love. I'm excited for it too, but today we do have the Go S that we're gonna be checking out today, and I actually set up a whole thing. Look at this, guys. I actually got like a light above me and stuff, and we got the actual Go S to check out here. I should probably just put it in focus a little bit so you can see a bit better, but yeah, pretty excited. We're gonna be playing Snow, which is a game that came out yesterday. It's an indie game, and we're actually gonna have the dev on to talk about it at about 1 p.m. Eastern. It's about 45 minutes from now. We're gonna do another interview, which we haven't done in a hot minute, so I'm pretty excited for that. It's a team of 2 guys, I believe, and one of them's gonna come on and talk about it today at 1. We're also gonna give away a key. We have 1 key to give away for a raffle, so you can check it out and have a chance to win it as well. But it's also really cheap on Steam, and I definitely encourage you guys to support indie devs if you're able to, because they need the support for sure. Thanks for the bits, Jimmy. Speaking of bits, if you guys didn't know, all these subs, donos, bits, that all goes to Extra Life, which is a charity that supports children's hospitals here. So thank you for supporting that cause, Jimmy. Appreciate you. Did you guys have a good weekend? No, we're not doing Rivals today. So I do want to play Rivals, but I think there's a patch coming out on, is it Friday? Maybe it's Thursday. Oh, I think it's Thursday, the 20th. I would love to play it on Thursday if that's the case. Although I do also want to maybe have a creator on Thursday for an interview as well. So we'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming out right now. Hey, thank you for starting that. Appreciate you, Summer. Why is it like what? The MoveBot one? Oh, I had, it probably didn't change from the last time we did it because I made one last week. You can probably go change it, but you can actually change what it says in there. So yeah, it's still got the Civ 7 one we did from last week. So just know that it's for Snow, guys, in case you weren't aware. And also shout out to these devs. This is a really cool looking game. I actually just found this one while browsing, you know, doom scrolling as we do, as all of us do, right? All of us are part of that. And I just found it like last week, and the guy said it was releasing on Monday, and I think it's got like it's not wholly viral, but a little bit viral just from some of the social clips they've been posting, and it looks really cool. So I was like, hey, I would love to work with you guys if you're interested to spotlight it. We do a lot of that on Legion, and they said yeah. So we're doing this one, and I'd like to see some more potentially in the future, because we used to do a lot of these back in the day if you've been here a while, with indie dev interviews and spotlights and things, which I think we'll do more of once the key drops are rolling a bit more steadily. But I do want to do more of these just kind of one-off things too to feature, and this is a great one because it's snowy and stuff here right now, so I figured may as well try it out. So we're gonna do that, and you guys have a chance to win it too as well. Finally figured out how to do my job. Did I? Stress? Do you what do I do? I've been trying to figure that out for a while here, for 5 years. Still haven't quite figured it out, to be honest with you. Also, chat, if you're on YouTube, just so you know, you're welcome to watch, but right now the giveaways for the game are on Twitch because there's no direct messaging system on YouTube, so we can't give it to you if you win. Although, you know, I thought about that summer. I was like, because I think that this bot I use for the chat merge actually has a giveaway widget, And maybe we could say like you just have to message us on the community site to get it, and that could be a way. I don't know. I'll think about it. We went through it today, but I was thinking about maybe there's a better way to do that potentially. We'll see. We'll see. Look at all the snow. Look at all that snow. Why not big picture mode? Game. Oh, we're gonna do that in a second. I was just showing this shot. I have another scene that will show the gameplay in full screen as well. Okay. No, actually, I can zoom out if you want. Like you have to look this tiny little screen right here. Does that work? Is that better? I was playing it a little bit this morning. It actually runs really well on here. I think it's just trying to sync the cloud. It looks like so, or maybe it's updating. Yeah, I think it was trying to sync first. Yeah, that's why it's not launching. I can do it in a second here. But yeah, this thing is actually perfect for the Go S for this type of thing. I want to ask about the inspiration for it because I think a lot of it came from some past games I've played. Also makes you think of like SSX and things like that, but it's a pretty cool one. Victor, thanks for the water. Appreciate you. What's up, Borger? What's up, YouTube? How's it going, friends? Good to see you. Appreciate the water. Anybody have a good weekend? What's everybody else been playing recently? I actually hit GM in Marvel Rivals, which I was pretty proud. A lot of us did, actually. A big group of us. But I was pretty proud of that because I haven't gotten that high in a game in a long time. Maybe ever, actually. Although it's hard to say how high GM is in Rivals. I still feel like GM in Rivals is maybe equivalent to Diamond in League or something. I'm not exactly sure, but... Alright, retry sync. I don't know why it's not syncing, because I have nothing to sync, theoretically. Maybe I can just cancel the sync? I'm not sure. I'm going to restart Steam, actually. That's probably the way to go here, when I have this issue in the past. Spider-Man on Ultimate. Spider-Man on Ultimate. I'm trying to think. That could be Spider-Man 2 on Game Pass Ultimate? That doesn't make sense. Let's check it here. Start Rivals of the weekend, still on a steep learning curve. Dude, Rivals is awesome. Well, I'll say this too, like if you've played Overwatch, it's a very, very familiar format. So maybe I'm just used to that, but to me it was really easy to pick up, but hard to master in a way, which has been kind of cool. That group we fought twice was awkward, even if we won. on Rivals and Comp. I mean, we fought some groups that were hard for sure in Rivals. I think there's a lot of variance though. The thing that I see is I feel like I see a lot of GM players. So it just feels like there's a higher percentage, but maybe there's not. It also didn't feel as hard to me to get to GM as like League did, for example. Trying to get even through Emerald was a lot sweatier. So I don't know. It's hard to say. Every game is a little bit different that way with rank distribution, but Mecha Break Gaming. Yeah, there's a lot of Mecha stuff coming out this week. Have you been playing that, Stress? Or making your own game, perhaps? I think that's what I've been hearing you've been doing recently. Also, guys, if you're new to the channel, we do also have some other games that are up for grabs with channel points. I think there's a handful of them available on Twitch right now, and we'll be adding more as we go. Also, on Key Drops, tentatively targeting next week to bring this back, so stay tuned. I don't have an exact date for you yet, but that's kind of the current hope with how things are moving, in case you're curious on that. Dimitri was driving first time in League last year, and you played since S2. Dude, I'm with you. I've played since, I think, S3. And yeah, the problem that League has though is that like the game gets progressively harder and harder to climb, because any old game has this. As players leave, and it's all like, I really feel like people playing League, for the most part, 90% of people have been playing for years and years and years. So whereas Rivals, you have the benefit of there's a lot of new players to the game who are just jumping in because it's popular and also new and haven't really mastered it yet. So I guess that's also why it might be easier to climb the ranked, because a lot of people just are not familiar with it versus some more established metas and things. Also, I think they just put out like a video about the patch notes today, so kind of want to look at that. I don't know if the actual notes are out yet or just the dev diary, but currently the Throw is making a 4x fighting FPS RTS realistic diplomacy game. Oh yeah, I have 4 of those. They're my favorite genre. Good luck with you to that. Just on Bronze 2, no worries, Demonic. I understand. I saw this really funny guide on the subreddit about like getting to Bronze 2 from Bronze 3, and it really read like it actually, I think it was sarcastic. It was a very funnily written guide. I'll say that. What's up, Tajijin? How's it going? Welcome back. Jimmy O, hello. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back. You're declining Rivals because you've also been playing games for twice as long now. Well, that's kind of true. I also think the pre-made thing is a big part of it. Like, the funny thing is we almost always play in a full 6 stack for the Legion community, and I see a lot of people complaining about the classic solo queue issues for Rivals, and I honestly feel like I have not really experienced those because we just always play in a group. And then we'll go into a quick play match. Like, I played one with Lobster Knight the other day, and it was the funniest match I've ever played in because I just totally forgot what it's like to solo queue at this point. Almost never solo queue. I swear it's a different, that goes for any competitive game, but they're just different when you play in a group versus solo. What's up, Chariot brother? How you doing, man? How's things going, my friend? All right, guys, I just restarted this really quickly to try and get the Steam Sync thing fixed. Sorry about that. Pop up in my library and see if we can launch this. Shno. Very cool looking game. Start new game. Let's try it. It's hard to carry in Rivals of Solo. That's true. And you'll notice that especially if you come from like Apex game, because there's 3 people on the team versus 6, but it's also different with 2 teams versus 30. But even I think every player you add to a team-based game makes it harder to solo carry for sure. But it's also kind of fun in that way because you can work together. And I'm just a big multiplayer person in general, so I don't know. There's trade-offs to it. But when you get a full working team together that's in sync, when you guys make a big play with your combo ults or just in any game like that where you really work together to make it an awesome moment, I feel like that's the best moment in gaming, honestly. My favorite thing. Like I used to play a lot of ranked 5 League back in the day, and that was so much fun back before, you know, back in the glory days of League. All right, we are launching Snow. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Appreciate you. Solo player, Plat 1, team, Diamond Plus. Well, there's a lot of, actually, I've seen a lot of that too with streamers who are like obviously getting carried up to higher ranks in a group, because that happens too. Like if you only play in a group and then you go play solo and suddenly like you can't hold your own, yeah, there's definitely some carrying going on, but it goes both ways that way. Like maybe sometimes people would be higher if they didn't play in a group, you know? I don't know. When you get to 6-man all by being a rat, it's not just you, that's like everybody who does that. Everybody has to do that to a degree. Try Namor, can't stand. Dude, I used to hate Namor when I started playing Namor, and then the more I played the game, the more I realized Namor is actually insane in the right situation. Like, if you're ever playing against a Spider-Man who just is the actual Spider-Man from the movie and unkillable, you pick Namor with a loon on your team and suddenly he's useless. It's great. It's a great time. What's up, Cal? We're Mr. Fantastic. You should talk to Rivalok. He's our resident Mr. Fantastic main, but he's getting, I think, a buff with this patch, so it could be pretty good actually too. I think he's kind of sleeper strong. Yo, what's up, Tim? How's it going, brother? How you doing, man? You having a good time? All right, chat, let's move over to the actual scene here. Let me make sure I get my profile set on my stream deck. That would be helpful. Should be this one. And let's see, I was playing this earlier. I didn't really get a whole lot of music on it, so let me put this back. I need some stabilization on that camera. But this is the game here. I'm gonna turn up the actual volume, I believe. Let me check to make sure we have the volume going out the right spot. Since I'm using the capture card over here, I do want to make sure that I have it sending out to the capture card. Game PC looks like it should be making noise, I believe. Can we just turn on my music for a sec? Yep, okay, we have it. It's just kind of quiet. All right, so this is kind of cool. So you just get right into the game. My understanding for this game is it's one of those games that's just an infinite leaderboard kind of game. There's not really a story to it necessarily. There's not really an objective other than just get a high score. So it actually would be kind of cool to see if we could play this in the community and see who gets the highest score. But that's this really beautiful UI. I also have this other scene here, which hopefully should work. Yep, there we go. This actually got the game scene as well, and you can kind of see me playing it. So hopefully this should be pretty easy. There's also a mountain generator. I don't know what that is, but looks like they have infinite run and zen and score attack for your different options here. I was just trying infinite run a little bit for like 5 minutes earlier, so probably check that out. Thomas, the raffle at an unspecified time, Luda. At some point during the stream, we will be giving away the key. The idea is if you're here watching actively, you might have a chance to win. You exclusively solo queue except for in Fortnite catch up. I understand how that goes. All right, so check this out, guys. I'm gonna turn this music down, turn this music up, and we'll see. Hopefully, I'll just get in here. Look okay? Yeah, there we go. So I don't know if there's actually music in this game. There's definitely a lot of sound effects. And I've just been playing a little around with it this morning, but we'll definitely hit some trees at some point here today. And you can do like a glider thing too, like this. Not hitting a tree, thankfully. This game did come out yesterday, and my guess is like maybe I don't know if anybody else is streaming this on Twitch right now, but probably not a whole lot. Right into the rock, there we go. Pre-stream, I was just testing, okay? You know, I had to make sure it runs okay first. Oh yeah, so you just respawn like that every time that you die, or maybe you don't die, just crash. You can go backwards, I suppose. Runs really well in the Go S though. I think this is a great handheld game, honestly. Just want to check it out. I'm probably gonna crash. Yep. But one thing's cool is you see the map changes every time like that, and they've got some pretty different maps in terms of the sky and everything else. But you could just, I mean, if you want to, you could just vibe out here. One thing I don't know. Let me see really quickly. Is there music? Here. Maybe there's actually not a start menu. Interesting. Oh, nice. Okay, maybe you have to actually be out of the game to change it. I mean, I do like the sound effects, but it feels like it could. If you had some good music on here, maybe just play your own music too. Be a good game for that. You just tap B for some little crosses. I don't know any like ski trick terminology. The physics are great though. You just stall out like that. Oh, I don't know if I'll land this. Nope. Can you snowboard? I don't think so. I think it's mostly skiing, but it's really a pretty game. It reminds me of, what was the game called? There was a game I played back in college. It's like Race the Sun, where you're just playing this racer and you're expected to just survive as long as you can. And you just play with some good music and you just play it for a long time. But I love the art style of this game. It kind of reminds me of almost like a Journey or Abzu kind of thing. And you can run it on almost anything. I mean, this is running great on the Go S, so I'm sure you could play. Like, you probably don't need a 4090 for this kind of game, which is nice if you want to play. I know they did make it like Steam Deck stuff as well. When we check the options, is there music? I think there's actually not any music. Interesting. Maybe I should just play my own music? What do you think? Yeah, I don't see any sound effects as far as I can tell. There's the quality. I can turn up the quality, I guess. Oh, there's a difference right there. It's running. Ooh, I could run it bigger potentially. I kind of like the 120 hertz. There we go. Okay, let's try that full screen. Ultra quality photos. Like there's a photo mode. That's cool. Oh yeah, there's a drone following you too. I noticed that too when I was playing in the beginning. What is this? Heart or not? Is it just like, I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's not meant to have music. It probably isn't. Well, we can talk about the interview today for sure. So looking okay on stream? I think so. The physics crack me up. Instant self-destruct mode? I don't know what that means. But was that one of the options? Probably just missed it. Oh, right in the tree. Was that one of these? Instant self-destruct. Okay. Let's try it. I also don't know exactly what this toggle means, but... Also, apparently the guys who made this are UI designers, so that's why it's like really clean and satisfying to look at. Which is kind of cool. I wonder if they have like a background in skiing. We talked to... There was another team we talked to that did like the... You guys remember we played like a mountain climber game? That was a very realistic mountain climber sim, and they had a whole background in that too. And what was... There was a skiing game though. Anybody remember it? We did one other showcase with the skiing game that was like more of a top-down kind of thing. I forget what it was called though. It's kind of fun just to ski downhill, to be honest. Yeah, this is the game we're giving away. Oh, you can use A in the air too? That's cool. I wonder how they generate all this stuff. I messed it up a bit. Oh, this is crazy looking. Yeah, I feel like it does need music though. Hang on, I can't pause it, thankfully. Or sadly, I should say. Oh, okay. I use these triggers too, but I think I do want some music. I could just do my standard playlist, I guess. May as well. These are actually indie game musicians, so kind of works out. I got mouse back up here. Great Mountain Adventure, that was it. Yeah, you're right. Remember we gave that one away a while ago. But so far it seems like this game's been pretty well received, I think, because it came out yesterday. I believe they said they were kind of like on the new and noteworthy area. Okay, so your triggers like let you do a hard cut apparently. Like that, I believe. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is the kind of game you just want to play with your own music. Oh, triple maybe. Yes, nice. Oh, and it's got it backwards. Nice. Yep, I can glide backwards. Wait, what's that? A satellite? Or like a phone thing? I don't know, a sign of some kind? I can go backwards and hold A. That's crazy. I think I have to like spin back around though. Oh, that was almost so cool. New high score though. Yeah, I think it's chill without music. I personally would like to have music, but you could definitely play without it if you want to. But I also, like, when I would go skiing / snowboarding, I always had music too, most of the time, so. Anybody else do that? Like, you back in the day, it was like put the Skull Candy earbud in the left ear or something while under the helmet. Probably not very safe, but I definitely did that growing up. A few times that I went snowboarding. I think I used to do skiing, but then I did snowboarding. Oh, maybe. Nope. Just trying to get the 1.5. It's really fun though. I could see like people getting pretty good at this game. Oh, there's fog too. Like it. Jeez. I think you can stay on the mountain though. If you like the one that it gives you, you can try again. Oh wait, you can just do that without jumping. Okay. Nice. If you want to, you just hold A and stay pretty close to the ground the whole time too. And then the triggers, yeah, you can cut a lot harder if you use that. Like that. Oh, I thought for sure I was gonna. I tried to do the glide. So I just spread instead. So Cass, trying to figure out if it has music, Yud. I mean, I don't think it does. Because one thing I will say is I saw a lot of comments on social about this game, and this one guy, he must be like an independent music producer, he's like, guys, I have to make music for this game, please. He commented on like every single post that they put out. So I guess you can save that mount, because my guess is that these are all randomly generated. But they got leaderboard already. Dang, leaderboard is 357,000. Okay, I got some work to do. I'm gonna catch up to this anytime too. It's like Steep and Ascenders mix. I haven't played either one, but I could see that probably. How's life on Mars? Wait, you tried person demonic? What do you mean? Well, I like the under, like the orange trees, sort of the orange part underneath. It's a unique look. Oh gosh, it's actually harder than it looks to control. I think that's kind of the charm of the game. Luckily, we start at the top of the hill. Absolute peak. Speaking of peak, you guys watch Solo Leveling? Very into that right now. And it's funny to see like how much it's taking over like mainstream too. It's one of the first times I've been into like a series before it really got picked up like that. I mean, it kind of already was, but anime specifically. Oh, you can play in first person? How? Have to try. Did you try the? Did you get the game? Come on it. Let me skip this song. I think. I don't know what. I feel like I need like a Art of Rise soundtrack or something. First person immersion. First person immersion. Actually, let's always try controls too. So I feel like I'm forgetting. So this is a test. You just stay like that the whole time? Yeah. Doesn't feel like first person immersion though. First I have to say it like that. This is a big ramp. Oh my gosh. There you go, Cass. There's your triple backflip. We even landed it. Coated with the sauce. What did you do? Gap me on the leaderboard? I wouldn't even doubt you would gap me. I shouldn't look at chat while doing triple backflips. Ooh, look at this. Super snowy. You get the howling wind too. You know, I could see the appeal for not having music in this game, right? Because if it's like semi-realistic focus, then yeah, I mean, maybe you just want to hear like how super quiet it is out in the snow. But I also like music, so. But I'm guessing like maybe they wanted you to have the choice. Because many people do listen to their own music while doing this stuff. Getting that mobile ski game vibes. Mobile ski game. I don't remember that. I'm sure there's like a ton of them out there though. It's really hard to like stop your spin once you go. You can't kind of go back to it. So yeah, you can hard carve like this. Track spin. If I just tap B. Okay, it kind of breaks you too. Interesting. Let's testing it out. This doesn't feel like the right music. Maybe just like a lo-fi thing. It also kind of reminds me of like we talked about before, people who just play those, like just play the Spider-Man 2 game and just swing around on live stream for like hours doing tricks. I could totally see this game being that for people. It's just kind of fun to watch, and if someone's really good at doing tricks and everything, it'd probably be really fun. There we go. I can't spam the glide, rats. Get down here. A box of music? Life is like a box. See, should look at the chat. All right, what? I want some lo-fi or something. Maybe like some stream safe lo-fi, perhaps. I feel like that's the vibe this one's. Summer's all talk right now. Take over. I've been trying to let her take over stream. Okay, she's been passing me up. Okay, I've given the opportunity. Let's. I'm just gonna play one of these stream safe playlists. Is this any good? I don't know. Honestly, like this kind of thing could work for this song, for this game. I feel like that's kind of the vibe that we want to have. You know, a little bit less crazy. I think it could work. Really, you put like any music in this game would be fine. As long as you can actually not jump into rocks, that'd be a good start. Proof she isn't that good then, I guess? That's what I'm saying. All these accusations, no proof to back it up. Cass, how you been, brother? What you on the league grind still? Playing with red? Underestimate? No, I exactly, properly estimate you. I gotta stop trying to double backflips, but my brain says no, but my heart says I have to try it. I have to try it again. So close that time, guys. Really close. Lots of league fare. What do you think of this season currently? Yeah, honestly, you could do that too, Ketchup. I just can't do it on stream because I'll get banned. But you could definitely do that. I mean, a lot of people do that with actual snowboarding and skating, so whatever you want to do will work. There's just nothing at the bottom of this hill, right? Because part of me is like, maybe there is if I just keep going. Okay, nice. Wonder, so how I have to get to a 300 something thousand to get on the leaderboard? All right, maybe if I just ski forever, I'll get it. The game's been out a day. I could probably get on the leaderboard, right? But do you get a lot of points for these? That was a weird, it kind of like bounced me backwards when I landed. What's up, Max? How's it going? Doing all right? New patches mad, just don't feel like learning a new game. That's fair. See, like that's what Rivals, what's interesting about Rivals is it doesn't really feel like learning a new game necessarily because it's so similar to Overwatch that it kind of feels like just picking something old. It'd be like if like a competitor came out to League that was like visually kind of different, but like the mechanics, like all the mechanics were exactly the same in terms of like CSing and team fighting and like the map design, you know? So, whereas like, that's why I think I have a hard time with Valorant or CS, things like that, because that's a very new type of game for me that I'm just not familiar with. So, that's why I like it. Also, I just like the massive, like how popular it is in a way. There's so many people playing the game and it's so easy to get a group all the time. I mean, a lot of times we have more people than we can fit in a group on Rivals recently. What's up, Bab? What's up, Dad? Bab and Dab over on YouTube. When you land it, I don't have to land it. See, I keep trying to stop my rotation, but I think like once you're past it, you're just kind of stuck. Ooh, look at this. Go, 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 go. Like bunny hopping the whole way. This one's really cool. There's like no visibility. I kind of like it. Chat, if you're tuning in, we are giving away this game today, and we're talking to the dev here. Wow, like 15 minutes. This game's flying by. So stick around. We're gonna meet the team behind the game. Just came out yesterday, and also give away a key for it later. But again, if you guys do like the game, definitely consider just grabbing it because it's cool to support indie devs. And I think it's like just a couple bucks on Steam. Oh my gosh. I'll be down to make like a leaderboard challenge in the community for it if we want to try it too. Board games a lot. Honestly, I would totally do board games if I had people to play with locally. I just don't really. You get points for gliding? Probably not. Gliding is really chill though. Also, right, you can like zoom while in glide, yeah. I feel like you can just do this the whole way. If you get the right angle, like you just never touch the ground. It's like interesting to control though. I mean, it's challenging, but not like some games you play and the controls are just impossible to understand. This one's pretty understandable. One thing I can't seem to get right is like the rotation on the tricks for landing. If I were to just ski downhill without doing any tricks, you could just stay on the whole time. I think. Yeah, right, gamers, is pretty cool. Also, I think it's a game that does great on social media when you see clips of it. It's just very visually appealing. It's always a double backflip, guys. Is there an FOV? I don't think. What is this? It looks like vibration or something? I don't know. The UI is like very minimalist, which I like, but I don't know. Leaderboard is so high. I might try this again. I still don't know what those little heart on the mountain icons mean, but must mean something important. Which game you talking about, Dad? Not this one, I think, right? Oh, Tabletop Sim? Yeah, Tabletop Sim is very cool, actually, if that's what you're talking about. I still haven't tried that one, but I've heard good things. There's like, there's so many sim games now. There's so many meta sim games. There's even the one for like the TCG sim and streamer sim, all sorts of stuff. There we go. Nice. Like you could just use that to stop your spin actually, if you get good at that. What if I do like this? Like jump off, do a sideways, and then glide? It just stopped all my momentum. I guess that makes sense. Whoa, this is a steep one. Nice. Full speed ahead, baby. I just need a big jump. I pressed the wrong button, but I still look kind of cool. Legacy, Steel, and Sorcery. I haven't heard that game. There's so many new games coming out. There's another one that I was watching a review on this morning that's a Metroidvania. That's... I forget the name of it already, but looks kind of cool. I mean, I kind of want to see if we can just play a new game every single game on this, or every single stream on here when I'm streaming. Because there's so many coming out, I think we could do it. The harder part is just like sourcing all the indie games for me. Because this one I just happened to find while scrolling. And if I hadn't seen that, I just never would have known about it. I think there's just so many games out there like that. You get points for grinding on rocks. That's cool. Oh, no, not enough. It's so dangerous to do the flips. Land on the rocks. A new game every single game. Every single round. No, I mean, I stream twice a week, and I feel like recently it's almost been like that. I've had a couple Rivals fill days, but mostly, I mean, we've covered so many new games the past month. It's been this one, we had Spider-Man, we had Civ, we had Kingdom Come Deliverance. There's one more I'm forgetting, I think. And then recently we had like Stalker 2. We almost did Indiana Jones. I don't think I got around to playing that one. It came out like right when Rivals did, I believe, but been a lot of new titles we played on here and featured. This will stand out, just hit a few days ago. Which, wait, the one you're talking about? Legacy? If you send me a link to it, I'll check it out. Especially if it's on Game Pass or something. Oh, Avowed too. I want to play some more Avowed too. We got that last week. I think we might have stuff to do with them in the future, so. Got a pretty good rotation going here. Not so much in the game. The Mountain with the Heart is, I think, your favorite. Oh, you can like save a favorite. That's cool. That makes sense. So you did get the games on it? Okay. Is it kind of hard to judge how far you are from the ground while in the air? Yeah, well, the bigger thing, Kenneth, is it's like I keep trying to like, you can maybe see with like the way I'm holding the controller. I keep trying to pull back once I'm past the rotation, but there's like a, that's a bad example. There's a point where you can't come back anymore. Like there's just too much forward momentum, I guess. So it's almost like you want to stop the roll a little bit before you get to the landing position, because there's some momentum that will keep going there. I'm trying to find a good jump to test out again. Like this one. And right there, like he moved back so slowly. I don't know exactly if maybe I mechanically did it too late. Definitely the speed probably helps you. Again, you could just not do that at all and probably be fine, but it's so much fun. Maybe it's just better to do it this way, because you can at least land backwards, which is kind of sick. I don't know if I get more points for the flip like that. Whoa! How do I land this one? Dang it. I actually landed it, but then just shot straight into a rock. As Snoll. Well, the funny thing about this game is I couldn't actually put it in like the category stuff very easily because of the character in O. So I was trying to make that work, but no, I like it a lot so far. This would be a great game for like killing time too on a flight. Again, I picked the Go S for this out because I think it's really perfect for the Go S. Just like a small handheld. I know I think they said, I don't know if it's Steam Deck verified, but one of the creators does have a Steam Deck, and one of the priorities was to make it work on Steam Deck. So yeah, it can run on there, it can run on this very well. See right there, see how like it's kind of forward a little bit too much? I think I'm just letting go too late. Trackmania United Forever. Oh, nice. Anti. Yeah, I mean, that's, again, a lot of motivation for me comes from the playing with the group, and that's why I like Rivals a lot, because we have a group. If we didn't have a group to play, I would not be playing as much Rivals. I don't think I've played a solo game maybe like the last 2 weeks or something. Oh my gosh. I can't tell exactly why like that one's so much slower sometimes. It's a bit of an awkward angle, but we're learning. I like the grab too. That's cool. Dang, that one I thought I had. Not quite. Sand just hit today too. Sand? Is that the game called Sand? That reminds me of this. There's a new Conan game, or not Conan. Funcom is making the Dune game, right? I don't know when that comes out. I think it's maybe this year though. Monthly meetup. Oh, that's cool, Anti. That's such a cool game too. I love you make those Legion kits too. Every so often, those look so cool. Oh my. I just get stuck in midair. I'm like, all right, I don't know how to rotate back to my starting position. It's fun to learn though. April 20th? Is that the Dune game? I'm trying to like glance. I need like a chat overlay on the screen. This is a dangerous game to look at chat during, but I'm trying to. Or I need Summer to like co-host with me again. Oh man. We got a couple minutes, then I'm gonna get ready for the interview, guys. About 2 minutes here, I'll be playing more. And again, the dev's coming on here shortly. So same thing as usual, we'll do a short interview with him to learn about the game. You guys are free to ask questions. I have some of my own as well. I do encourage you to ask your own questions though. I'm not gonna do the whole key for questions thing today, Summer, just because we only have one for the raffle. But we can still bring in a lot of chat questions if you guys have them. I'll try and feature them in the overlay and everything. Ooh, did you see that like little guiding line right there? Oof. Right into the tree. That's where it was guiding me, apparently. Dude, I agree, St. George. I was actually trying to do that with the glasses that I have for AR, but they're kind of dark, so it's pretty hard to see. All right, thanks, Gamer Generation. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. What's up, John Hill? Yeah, it's. I like the looking at this a bit. Again, I'm trying to look at chat. It's just very dangerous here. Easier at the start. Maybe we should do a clip contest for this game, Kane. Like imagine, or like, actually that'd be a really cool idea. What if we did a contest that's like, hit the biggest trick in this game or something, and then the person who wins gets the thing. But you'd have to get the game, I guess. We've never done a contest like that before though. For a specific game. This is the perfect kind of game for it though, because it's a leaderboard type of game. There was another one we played, like, we had some others like Art of Rally 2 or Inertial Drift. That would've been good. That'd be cool to like spotlight an indie title though. Panic glider. When in doubt, just hit the cliff, hit the glider. Yeah, that'd be cool, right? I think the only thing is I think it's an avatar bundle, so I have to think about how to make it make sense. But we could also do like something, a separate clip contest for that. That maybe like, I wish we had some custom branded stuff. It'd be cool to do like a Snow and Legion, or like a Snow branded Legion laptop or something, or a Go S. Actually, Go S would be really good to pair with this. I think I can't do that in NA yet though. That'll have to be a little bit later. Maybe like when the Steam edition comes out. I think I have to stop holding A so much actually. Maybe that's what's causing me to run into trees so much. I'm still having a great time though. It's such a chill game. And it's actually kind of great for streaming if you can very quickly glance at chat. So I don't have to worry too much about like a plot to follow or anything. Oh, dang it. I thought I had that one. I have to try it. Or a hoodie since this is a winter game. Yeah, I don't have any hoodies right now, unfortunately. I need to talk to Dweeble. I need to get like another batch to use stuff for. Perhaps. Try countering with the L and R triggers? Countering. I mean, it helps you carve. I'm trying to think what you want to have me counter. Is it do stuff in the air? Oh, I didn't hit that? Really? It just has you turn in the air. A little bit. Okay, I can see that though. Like, just slightly reposition your landing a little bit if you're at a bad angle. Makes sense. I'm down for the sweatpants too, Kane. The joggers. That's my kind of vibe. Let's see. There we go. A little better. I think I could also use the glider just to save my landing. I just always forget about the glider. Also, I need to go talk to the dev. I'm getting distracted by the gameplay. It's so much fun. All right. Right into the tree. All right, chat. It is 12:56. I'm a minute late. So here's the deal. I'm going to jump over and get the interview set up with the developer for Snow. So stick around. I need about 5 minutes of sound check with them and just make sure it's all good to go. And then I will come back here in about 5 or 6 minutes with you guys and we'll do an interview. I'll bring your questions in if you want to have your own, or I'll ask some of my own as well just to get the feeling behind the game, kind of the background and game creation and like where the inspiration came from, if they have any plans or initial response. This is cool too because it's day 2 of it being out. So I think they'll be pretty excited. So, all right, back here in just a second, guys. Be right back. everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ben again, and I'm joined by Krister over from Studio Gauntlet, who is one of the developers on Snow. Is it Snow? Do I say that right too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was perfect. My name and the name of the game. Perfect.
Awesome. I was working on to make sure it was okay, but guys, welcome in. First time I've had Krister or Studio Gauntlet on the channel, so really excited to be talking to him today. I have some questions I'll be asking just about the game and background, but I encourage you guys to ask questions as well because you've seen the game now on the last hour or so. So you have thoughts about the game or questions on it, let us know, and just kind of trying to learn about it today and see what it's about. So Krister, really quickly, first of all, again, welcome to the channel. Thank you for jumping on here today. Can you give us a quick intro for yourself and just kind of your role on the game?
Yeah, so as you said already, I'm Krister. I'm half of Studio Gauntlet. We're two guys. I do mainly like visual stuff, so graphics, everything from 3D modeling to like all the 2D art, like on the Steam page, everything I draw that. And I do like shader programming and graphical optimization stuff. And I do a bit of coding too, but it's kind of split between me and Alex. So Alex is my codev. He does most of the heavy lifting when it comes to the serious coding stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. And it's just the two of you guys, you said, for this game?
Yeah, we're just two. We have a friend here in town who works in another game studio who, when we need like music or stuff,
nice.
Tend to hire in him. And so, yeah, it's we try to use our friends and local
makes
sense.
So have you guys released games before, or is this the first time doing it?
Yeah, we have like, I would say 2 major releases. The first was Bunkies. It's like a co-op local multiplayer. It went pretty well. It was a pretty decent launch.
Nice.
Second game didn't go that well, so that was like a hard lesson, a lot of lessons learned. So I think this game is kind of like a result of everything we learned from that.
Interesting.
Like how we want to work and what kind of genre we want to do.
Yeah, I mean, can you talk about, I have a lot of questions there, but can you talk about like the things that you built into this game based on lessons from the earlier ones?
Yeah, I think it's a bit high-flying maybe, but like I'm always thinking like we're just 2 people. So I always want to create a game that's like more complex than we could actually make it ourselves, kind of. So like systems that create a more compelling and deeper experience than because I mean, growing up, I played a lot. I know, I played a lot of games that were like handcrafted pieces of art. But to do that, you need to be huge teams, and so I think we find it really interesting now to think about like how much can we get out of like a small amount of code that like generates more complexity. So yeah, so like some simplicity basically, which I can totally see with the game, but also I think what's cool about the game is it's kind of simple to understand but hard to master in a way, which seems like maybe that's kind of what you're going for based on that. Yeah, and that's, I think, like that's one of the biggest lessons just from like having to explain. When you work with games, you want to explain it to people. Just being able to say like, no, it's a downhill skiing game where just the world is procedurally generated, so you can go forever. And like everybody in my family gets it instantly.
Yeah.
I don't have to like explain deep mechanics, and I think that kind of helps also. Like it makes taking screenshots much easier because people can tell what's going on in them. And
yeah, I mean, the way I found the video was just on social browsing stuff, and I feel like your game is really good for that. It really stands out when you see a clip of it, and it's so simple to know what's happening. So I think that's a great piece for marketing too. Yeah.
I mean, again, we're 2 guys, so if we're gonna market it ourselves, it's got to be easy to market. So if I can just record a couple of clips, cut them together in a kind of semi-professional way, and just ship them out, then I mean that's makes my job easier. I also do most of the marketing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, with 2 people, right? You got to kind of wear all the hats, basically, in that situation.
Yeah. Alex does a lot of like, because he's also the main coder, does a lot of the community management and like getting feedback from people and incorporating it. So
very cool. Yeah. Did you guys have like betas or anything? Or I think there was a beta, right, on Steam?
Yeah, it was so it was like a really first we focused really on like we actually just took in people here from the office. We're in a co-working space and just had them try it. So that was like the pre-alpha, like the smallest alpha. That was 1 week after we started the project. So
Wow.
like the prototype was just ugly blocks and just like the basic shapes from Unity. But then, so we just expanded like piece by piece. When we saw that, okay, we have something we can show on social media, we started doing that. And then people were saying like, yo, how can I be a part of this?
Right.
And then that, okay, that's perfect. You're a beta tester. What are your specs for your computer? And then we can just like, then we started looking for specific. So yeah, it's all about like working out like, okay, we get a handful of people, like how many different kind of configurations can we hit?
Right. Makes sense.
That's all the technical stuff. So
yeah, I mean, I think it runs really well on, from what I saw, like even on the Steam Deck, right? That was a big piece for you guys, is make sure it's easy to run.
Yeah. We kind of, okay, so both me and Alex, we have like beefy computers for development.
Yep.
But we also have each like, I wouldn't say crappy, but pretty low spec laptops. And most of our projects actually start on the laptops, like development. So we always make sure that like, okay, we kind of always wanted to run on our laptops to make sure that like, okay, we're hitting some performance specs. Then again, you don't want to optimize too early. That's the thing people say always like. But I think it has helped us like being able to know that at the end of development we were gonna hit like certain performance thresholds.
Right.
And especially for this kind of game where like the flow and the smoothness is everything.
Yeah.
So for us it was yeah.
I will say having the higher refresh rate screen is nice for this game with all the movement.
Yeah, like we have people saying that getting like, I have a 240 frames per second or hertz monitor, and I'm still hitting that target. So I'm like, oh, sweet.
That's awesome. I need to try the 360 hertz and see if it probably won't keep up for that, honestly, on the top end.
No, it depends on the resolution, but yeah.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Very cool. I want to pull in some chat questions too. You guys have some good questions here as well. One kind of cool question from Alfie. You know, we've done a lot of developer interviews on this channel, but I think honestly, like AI has been a huge impact recently to the space. Have you guys used AI in this game at all? Like in terms of generating at any point in the process to help you with it, not necessarily like the artwork or anything, but like, is that a component for you in game dev now, using AI to help make it possible?
I think, I mean, we would be lying if we said no, but then again, it's been a very like, what's it called? Like sliding into, because I think at least, for me at least, like one of the most powerful ways of using it has been in coding to be able to like explain complex, like some of the optimization we did that was multi-threading, and multi-threading on the CPU. I have never done that before. We have never done that before in the game. So being able to say to like ChatGPT, okay, here's what I'm thinking, basically.
Right.
Explain to me like, how should I be thinking about this and what things should I be worrying about? And it can show you like the simplest example of like, this is how it works. And
right.
So I think if you know enough coding to be able to utilize that, then that just like, what's it called? It's like makes you exponentially faster.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to look through documentation and all that, because it will do it for you until it won't. Like if you keep asking it to do stuff, and at the end you just end up with like a more like it's just a mess.
Complex situation.
You don't understand it. The computer doesn't understand it. So I think just for this, the first 5 minutes are great.
Sure. No, I mean, especially as an indie studio, I'm sure too. Like, because what you said, you only have a couple people on the team, so anything you can kind of help cover specialties like that, I'm sure is helpful.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And the idea for this project was also to explore like procedural generation. And I think like AI and procedural generation is getting kind of mixed up in a way. But for this, I mean, there's no like, as an illustrator and a 3D modeler, I haven't seen any like, maybe for some repeating texture or something you could use it, or for like enhancing your workflow, but I haven't seen any like complete solutions that can provide what we need, at least.
Yeah, I mean, so shifting gears a little bit there, can you talk about like the inspiration for the game in terms of like why make a skiing game, and also was the procedural generation part of that? Like, did you want to make a game that had that basically?
Yeah, I think it goes back to what I said earlier about like a game that's deeper than just the content in it, kind of. But I think like starting from the easiest, like the main inspiration was two things that was we like looking back at it. That's like the two anchors. It's one game called Superflight. I'm not sure if.
Okay.
It's like a wingsuit flying game with like procedurally generated mountains. It's very cool. A very like it's a very minimalistic game as well, and also very like it's just so pure in what it provides, kind of the experience. So that's a really huge inspiration. I think if people play that one and play Snö, our hope is that they will see like, oh, Snö is like on a marsh and not just a ripoff. I think. I think, yeah. And the other is like Red Bull skiing videos. Like the aesthetic from those kinds of videos, like The Ultimate Run by Marcus Eder, or like just the way they kind of shot the skiing and how they have like, because in that video he starts at the top of the mountain and he skis all the way to the bottom of it. And it goes through all these kinds of different biomes. So if you watch the video, it's like kind of our game has the same structure. Like you start at the top and then you go down. So it was like a combination of those. Yeah, except there's no bottom. You just crash. But yeah, it was a combination of those two. So that was like has been the guiding light. So any time we were like unsure about something or just not, which direction to take something, we just watch that video again. Be like, okay, that's cool. Let's do that.
Add some of that. So, yeah, and the drone too, I guess, is that kind of like where that came from, that idea? Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's just like what's kind of it's like the what's we going to call it? Yeah, it's like the culture of that type of the people
I can see
who
that.
do it, and
that sort of vibe. Very cool. Couple quick questions to get from here. There's one from SOC who said, I noticed someone was skiing with a single para-alpine ski on another stream. Are there multiple types of skis available in game?
Yeah, I mean you can choose either the normal the two skis, or you can choose the sit ski, which is like you sit in a contraption, which is like Alex was he made the rig for the player because it's like a dynamic rig, and he was just like, this is pretty easy to implement, so why not do it, just to get some variation. And also like this goes back to where we came from. Like I studied mechanical engineering for a couple of years at uni before switching. And when I was there in the workshop, somebody was making that kind of apparatus, or for someone who was gonna do like not sure it was Paralympics, but at least like what's called Norway championship.
Local kind of thing.
Yeah. So it was like, it's very, I think both of me and Alex are very fond of like mechanical contraptions that are like, so it was just a kind of fun thing to make.
Very cool. I didn't know that. The menu in this game is really cool. I know you guys have some background as UI designers too. I think I saw something about that. Is that true?
Yeah. So I studied mechanical engineering for 2 years, and then I switched like major, and that's what you call it. To what's called industrial design engineering. Which is like mechanical engineering meets like graphic and UI, and so. But that's all Alex, because he is like he is the boss of the UI. So,
well, it's very cool. It's very minimalistic, like you said, and some of like the toggles and things. I didn't immediately know what they were, but I feel like the design is really cool. The way the visuals that are kind of on there and everything. So, but it kind of goes with the game, right? Because it's kind of a minimalistic game in terms of design, even though there's a lot of complexity to it. So I think that's a cool way to tie it in, sort of both the menu and the game itself.
Yeah, I think it's very like Alex's his like aesthetic.
Right.
I just love it, so I just let him.
Let him
That's
go crazy.
yeah. I'm not. I do 3D models and stuff, but he.
Yeah, that's
Just,
awesome.
Yeah.
Question from NF in the chat. Very important question. Are there animals in the game, like rabbits and foxes, especially considering there's a photo mode? I would love them in the frame. So 2 questions there. I guess 1, are there animals? But B, also the photo mode. Can you talk about like why you guys included that?
Yeah, there is his answer to the like there is so far at least 1 animal in the game. I'm not sure if you saw it.
I don't
It's
think I have yet. Maybe I don't know if it's a
No,
spoiler.
I mean, do people want me to spoil it or?
I don't know.
It's
You can get
on-
mystery if it's supposed to be a mystery. I think they're more talking about like general animals, but yeah.
I think I think I can say that there is a rabbit on the mountain.
Oh snap! That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, and when it comes to photo mode, again, Alex was just like, I came into the office one day and he was like, "Yo, check this out," and he had implemented the photo mode like over a weekend.
Wow.
So I was like, "Oh, okay, this is very cool." Yeah, but again, it goes back to like the culture of like free ride skiing, and like a lot of it is like about getting cool shots, and
Yeah.
also like incorporating nature into like, because like free ride skiing is such an interesting sport in that it's like it happens in raw nature. Like
Yeah.
people who do it seem to be very like good photographers too. I don't know.
That's
So-
true,
so-
actually. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, they're
Um,
so yeah.
I thought I saw a question about the music. Just really quickly on the music. So there isn't music in the game, is that right? Or is there? And I just haven't. Okay. Was that like an intentional choice from you guys, or is it something that like you're still exploring with music?
Like it, some people have mentioned like it would be cool to have like dynamic music, maybe especially in the Zen mode, like you're
Yeah, I
just
can see
riding
that.
along and it kind of reacts to what you're doing. At the same time, like what our playtesters often ended up doing was like they just said, "Oh, I just put on my favorite Spotify track or
Right. Yep.
something," and it goes for 2 hours. Like, so like
Yeah,
Then
it's
again,
a tough balance. Yeah, I know what you mean.
it's a tough balance. Like we don't want us, but I suppose as long as you could turn it off, it is like optional.
Yeah. Well, and even just what you're saying before, like it kind of goes with it. At first, I felt like maybe I didn't have it on, but then I kind of liked having the no music because you hear like it's just like that silence of the mountain in a way. So I thought maybe it was an artistic choice. I don't know. I just want to get your perspective on it. So that was a
Yeah, I definitively think it's like, again, it comes back to the nature connection. Like, it is intentional in that we at some point we said no, we're not going to have music. But yeah, and also I think like for the sound effects in the game, like all the sound effects that are in the game, except maybe 2. But even those are like feedback telling you something like
yeah.
how hard you're carving or how close you're to an object or something. So I think let's say artistic choice.
That's what I thought. I was just curious that because we were kind of talking about it on stream, so it's cool to hear the perspective on that. Lots of people just saying it's an awesome game in the chat. So congrats on
thank you.
that. By the way, just, on that point for a second. So you guys launched yesterday, right? How's the reception been so far? How are you feeling since the launch, a day out?
I think we're like kind of overwhelmed and super happy. It's been very like, it's always weird to launch a game.
Yeah.
It's always weird to put something out there. I think with this one, we kind of also we're kind of very attached to it. I mean, like we're so we love it basically. So like it's always extra scary to put it out there because people will give you their feedback. But yeah, so far people have been super nice, and like we got insane amount of reviews already. Like we were hoping like, okay, let's get to 10.
Yeah.
And then so I think it's over 60 now.
Wow, that's awesome. Very
Yeah,
cool.
so it's been very, yeah, it's been kind of overwhelming. Like in a month, I'll know how I feel. But
Yeah. No, I mean that's really
um,
cool. You guys, were you on some sort of on like a Steam list of some kind, like a Rising sort of thing? I thought I saw a headline about that quickly before stream.
yeah, we kind of like you get to, if you're popular enough when you launch, you get to first you get to popular upcoming,
Mm-hmm.
which is like that shows the game that are coming out. So we got to stay there pretty much all weekend, I think, before launching now on Monday. And then we actually managed to get on new and trending, and
Nice.
even like what's it called, carousel, or like the
Oh, the homepage kind of placement thing.
yeah, at the top. So
Wow.
I mean,
Very cool.
yeah. So yeah,
For-
it's
Just a quick question for the carousel. Do you guys like request that, or they just feature you kind of without asking? Oh, that's very cool. Then awesome.
it's like algorithmic, I think.
Huh.
So it's like
Makes
you
sense.
just provide the pictures in the Steam backend, so that if you happen to go
Oh,
there,
interesting.
then,
Yeah. Well,
or
congrats.
so I've heard. In case I'm like infringing on some NDAs or something.
Misquoting.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, that way they can just pull it in, right? Because I'd wondered if it was like a paid thing or something, but no, that's awesome. They just picked you out to feature. Very cool.
Yeah.
A lot of questions on the game here with like weather. I noticed a lot of you guys have a different types of weather in the game, right? And even types of visibility and time of day and things. Was that, I know it's a pretty intentional choice with the game. Was that part of the procedural generation as well, to try and make it feel different each run?
Yeah, 100%. Like, because like every time you hit reset, I kind of wanted it to feel like you were in a totally different place
Yeah.
and a totally different time of day. So that was like, okay, what's like the most dramatic change you can have? That's night and day.
Right.
And then, okay, let's just make a system that can like take in any time of day, like 24-hour continuous, and then just dynamically change the lighting to match that. So that's why you can get like these really red sunsets, or you can get this pitch black night, because that's actually controlled by the moon. Like if it's a new moon,
Right.
then it's pitch dark. And like the amount of light at night is attenuated based on how like what's called full the moon is,
Right. Yep.
stuff like that.
Huh.
And there's even the like super remote possibility of eclipse, but I haven't found
really?
the world with eclipse. I don't know what happens. I think the sky goes like super dark and red at the same time. So,
That's so cool. It's like
but like, yeah,
a shiny Pokemon or something. Like you gotta
yeah.
look to that.
Someone needs to
Yeah.
find the code, or because it's like based on the string in the mountain generator. So you can, if somebody finds the number that generates that, then it will be able to share. So
make sure
so
you
yeah.
favorite it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it. Very cool. Still looking through some questions here, guys. Thank you for bringing all these in. A lot of these I think we talked about it already a little bit. There was one from Choco asking about like multiplayer modes and things. I would kind of spin that to be maybe a more general question in terms of like, now you guys are a day out from launch. What are you kind of thinking in terms of plans? Do you want to keep working on the game, or you and you can be vague if you need to on plans to now studios
Yeah,
need
no,
privacy, but
I think we have kind of planned to keep working on it. Like,
Okay.
I think we always, every time we make a game, like we have this huge whiteboard.
yeah.
I put it down on the floor. It was up on the wall, but like we just covered in post-its and with all the stuff. Like, okay, we want to get this into the
Right.
game. But at some point, kind of to avoid going crazy, we just say, okay, these are the things that are going to be before launch, and these are the things that are going to be afterwards.
Yep.
So I think like just a couple of things that we just didn't have time.
Yeah.
That's stuff like our number one requested feature, which is snowboarder. Like,
Yeah.
everybody wants a snowboarder.
I've seen that definitely in the stream today too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So-
that's with any game or anything creative, right? You're never really going to be fully done with it. You just have to be happy enough with it at some point to launch, and then at least with games you can keep updating them after, which is the nice part.
Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. it can be like a real blessing to.
Yeah. And a curse, maybe.
And a curse. I mean, the flip side is if you promise too much and
yeah,
don't deliver, I guess. But,
right. Absolutely. Okay, a couple quick ones to round things out here. One from NF, which is a cool one. How were the sound effects recorded or made? Did you guys actually record those, or did you use existing files? How'd you guys do sounds?
Yeah, I think a lot of them came from like public domain sounds from like Free Music Archive, because a lot of them are very like natural sounds in that. I used a lot of like what's it called, like Japanese instruments like wood blocks and stuff like that. Nice. But I also always take them into like Audacity and like tweak them to get them in the like to get the right feel and the right like put them in the right range,
frequency.
Like,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah, frequency. So but like the most important sound, which is the one everybody mentions, is like the ski, like the carving sound.
Yep.
And that's literally just into Audacity, like generate a white noise. Like I did that in 5 minutes. Like generate white noise, just perfectly like that. And then it's a script in the game that like it's always like smooths out the volume up and down. But also attenuates like the pitches it up or down depending on what happens.
Wow, it's crazy because like that I feel like is one of the coolest sounds in the game. It sounds so good. So it's crazy to hear the backstory of that just being white noise. But maybe that's why it sounds good, because everyone kind of likes white noise.
Yeah, and it's also like you're gonna hear it all the time. So
yeah,
like I didn't feel like we could have a too complex sound kind of, because then you're gonna be like, either you're gonna hear some kind of looping or you're just gonna be like bored of it because it's so complex kind of.
The so white like, noise you never get tired of, really. Yeah, that's genius.
You can sleep to it. It's so yeah.
Very cool.
Only funny part there is like you had to pitch it down when you carve, so it goes like.
Oh yeah.
So that's like very satisfying. Parts. Like.
There you go, audio hacks that you never would have thought of with game dev, guys. Very cool.
But I mean, like the more life you can bring into your sounds using scripts.
Yeah.
Like have a few sounds, but use them in powerful ways, I think is like more efficient than recording 50 sounds, kind of. It's
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it goes back to how you said with the game is simplicity, right? It's taking a few things and really using them a lot, or modifying them. Yeah, so makes sense.
100%. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think we're at the end of the half hour. Krister, thank you so much for coming on. Really quickly to round things out here, can you tell us basically like anything that you want to promote for the game? Obviously, the game itself is on Steam. You guys have any socials or anything, or Discord that people can join?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to join our Studio Gauntlet Discord, it's possible. I think everything is on like the Steam page. So if you just go to Snö, you can check out all the, I think, threads. We're kind of active. I post sometimes on Reddit.
That's how I found you guys. I don't even use threads that much, but that's where I saw it. So it's working.
Yeah. It's just posting some clips.
Awesome. Very cool. Guys, make sure you check out Snö on Steam. And definitely, if you haven't already, I think, is the demo still available too?
We're keeping the demo up. So.
Oh, very cool. Well, yeah, definitely check out the demo. And then if you like the game, make sure to support Studio Gauntlet and Snö, and we'll keep playing it here in a little bit as well to check out. But Krister, thank you so much for coming on today, man. I really appreciate the insight.
Thank you for having me. This was awesome.
Awesome. Very cool. All right, chat. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. I'm going to sign off with Krister, so stick around, but I will see you in just a sec. Be right back. right, chat. How you feeling? Phone call. Unacceptable. All right. Let's get back over here, shall we? All right, buddy. Thank you for jumping off the interview. Big shout out to Creaster for coming on and doing the interview with us. I think, again, I was pretty happy with this one because it was very last minute. I typically will plan out the interviews a week or two beforehand, but this one I just saw and decided to jump on it, and it worked out great. So I'm gonna try to do more of these too. But yeah, definitely support Studio Gauntlet if you enjoy the game. And we're gonna play a little bit more here at the end and give away one key. But the demo is pretty, I think it's free to play if you want to check that out. So you can even just try the game, and if you do like it, it's very affordable on Steam. So highly recommend it if you want to check that out. Switch back over to this scene for just a second so you can see the old Legion Go S again. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit here since that's what we're playing on today. Giveaway still going, Zun. It's just over on Twitch. So make sure if you want to enter the giveaway, you're on Twitch. We will pull the winner of the key for this game towards the end, okay? So in like 10-15 minutes or so. Just make sure you're here at that time. Thank you all to Master. Yeah, I really enjoyed the interview. I love doing these. And honestly, I'd like to get back to the point where we can do at least one a week. Because I think, A, it's really cool to spotlight indie games or even other creators and things on the channel and just kind of give a platform and talk to these people. And B, it makes for really good content that we can, you know, reuse for like YouTube and even like TikTok and things like that. So I think let's do more. I've even thought if we should turn it into a podcast of some kind. I really think more and more about this currently is maybe some sort of like Legion indie podcast or something that we can just use this for, basically, since it is basically a podcast material. I don't know. Thinking about it. We'll see. Fighting DoorDash sounds like every day for you, Simmer. All right, we're getting back to the game, guys. I'm just gonna play this lo-fi playlist. I tried to get the most of your questions. There's a couple I didn't get to, like in terms of release stuff with mobile. I think some people are asking about that. You know, I don't have to ask too much about some of those plans in case it's like, because a lot of those things are marketing moments for companies, so or studios. So I don't want to spoil that stuff if that is in the plans. And also, they came out the game like a day ago, so you know, I think they should be able to kind of enjoy the game for what it is currently before worrying too much about all the new stuff to add, right? So I feel, but I really do enjoy the game, and it's cool to hear about some of the background from it. Oh my gosh, this is crazy steep. Wild. I gotta go for a big jump here, maybe. But I didn't get a whole lot of speed there. Oh, wait. Carefully. Stay alive. There we go. Giveaway disappear? It's still going, right? I still see we got 140 entries into it right now. What's up, Diz? How's it going? Just floating on the trees right now. There's way more things that can be done with the podcast. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think about. Again, look at the chat. Trying to think about how exactly to frame it. Like, it could just be indie dev interviews, or it could be like just interviews in general for the community. I guess the question would be like, how do we justify making it a Legion podcast necessarily? Like, I would actually love if we could work out a program in a way that would do things like this, but then also give something back to the devs too, beyond. I mean, obviously, like, exposure is a thing theoretically, and for some indie devs, there's some indie games like they really do need all the exposure they can get if they're really brand new. But I would love to be able to offer like a product or something, like even just a Go S potentially for a lot of these indie games, because a lot of them do tend to run pretty well on some of the lower spec machines. I don't know. I need to talk to the wider group and see if we can figure it out. I think creators and developers are pretty easy to get interviews with. It would be cool to get like some industry folks on too, potentially, periodically. And just think about how to kind of brand and frame it. But I feel like what's cool about podcasts is you can do so much stuff with the content. I mean, you can obviously make we can make it live like this and then turn it into a YouTube video afterwards. You cut up clips with it for short form social, involve the community site for like taking questions from there ahead of time. So I don't know. I think that's a thought there. I'm an indie company. Can I join? If you legitimately have one, yeah. I mean, that could be a cool program, not even just for indies, but like I said, like maybe we kind of rotate between indie game developers, gaming creators, and anybody else who we could kind of help support, right? Charities, things like that, right? Gaming charities. I think that could be kind of a cool series. The thing would just be working out the consistent scheduling for it, honestly. Someone took your spot on the leaderboard, Demonic. You're 540 though. That's pretty good, I gotta say. Coffee talk with developers, yeah. But again, the thing I think through is like, what's the unique angle for Legion to do it, right? Because I'm sure there are other podcasts out there that are indie game interviews. So I would want to think through like, what's our unique kind of value angle to it for Legions, and that could be a program like that maybe, or like a fund of some kind, which I've thought about a little bit in the past. If we could have like an indie game fund of some kind that would support almost like a grant kind of for indie developers, I think that could be kind of cool, and the community could like help vote for some or somehow be involved in that. It'd be a big program, but I think we can make it a bit more unique in that way, and Legion has the ability to support that. You can do a 180 with that thing. That's sick. The bunny! I found the bunny! Do I have to get the bunny? I don't know. Okay, I found the animal. I saw you guys talking about the golden bunny in the chat, but I didn't want to like spoil it. Dang it. I didn't see that rock. I guess that's the animal that's in here. What's up, JK? How's it going? Coffee talk with developer. Also, what do you guys think about music? I actually had music in my headphones during that interview. Just some lo-fi, but I turned it off for the stream. I don't know. It's kind of like the same thing as having music in the game, actually, when I think about it. Some people like having music, some people want to listen to their own stuff, or just have it silent. But I also think that having no music is good for, like, repurposing after the fact. So, I don't know. PlayStation 1 game? Which one? JK, the SSX? Or something? PS1, though. I don't know if... SSX is probably on PS1. What's up, Bucky? How's it going? Happy Tuesday. We're checking out Snow, which is the indie game that came out yesterday on the Legion Go S. And we're giving away a key for this game here shortly. Also, guys, if you're new to the stream, we do actually have a couple hardware giveaways live, too. There's a Legion 9i up for grabs in North America, which is our top-end laptop. Like, absolutely maxed out. 4090 Intel i9 in there. That's open for the rest of February. And then over in Europe, we have a Legion 5, I believe. That's also up for grabs. So make sure you grab those. Also, speaking of, I need to order the ones for March here pretty soon. So I gotta think about that. Oh, I thought I had that. Dang. Legion Scholarship. I mean, that's the idea, because we do over in the pro community, we'll do small business grants. And, I mean, indie developers are small businesses, right? Indie studios are small businesses. So I thought, like, maybe we should do that for indie stuff. I also feel like there's just so many indie studios popping up now that we could probably work out a pretty consistent rotation of that. And it'd be cool to just, like, that way we have new content to look at each week with some really cool games that probably don't get as much spotlight as, like, some of the AAA stuff. Still working some AAA stuff every now and then, right? 'Cause we still have partners like that for Legion, but I think that would be kind of a unique angle there. Dang, if I could ramp off that. You have to get the bunny to get a new skin? Oh, dang it, really? I almost had it. That makes sense, though. It's like a, it wasn't really golden, though, was it? It was like a shimmering bunny. I don't know. Reminds you of a 3D Altos Adventure / Odyssey. Why is that? Yeah, was that the one that's on? Maybe that's the one that's on mobile. Also, whoever said mobile, I think this game probably could be good for mobile at this point. I mean, if it can run on Steam Deck, like, honestly, it might be able to run on mobile pretty well. And they have some pretty good graphic options on here. The fancy one, Abyssal? That's right. Yeah, to enter the giveaway, Blue, just type the keyword and we'll pull the winner here in a little bit. Just make sure you're actively watching when we pull the winner to be eligible to win. Oh wow, you can't see anything in this weather. There'd be a tree like right in front of me. I wouldn't even know it. It does offer a lot of replayability though. I think actually what he was saying about how you get a different sort of biome each time you reset, that really adds to the replayability, because it feels like a new kind of run instead of just the same run you just did each time. And I've played enough rounds now that I'm seeing some similarities, but there's still like usually some sort of variation, whether it's the weather or visibility or like even just the lighting and colors. Like you'll get the same time of day but have different colors and things like that in the trees. But it's funny that he said that one of the inspirations is the videos, because I wouldn't have thought about that, but it makes so much sense. Because every time I ask that question, it's always other games people talk about. That's the first time someone's mentioned a non-game, but it really does make sense. See, like this is midday, but the fog is higher here, not as bad as last time. Mobile game, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Trying to like quickly glance at chat here between trees. I just need to get in the air, use the glider. That couldn't be safe to use chat for a sec. I think. Although there are trees in the air too. Also dangerous. Blue, let me let you go up and touch your Steam Deck and stuff. Nice, you liking the Go? You have the base Go? A solid choice. I really think this game is perfect for the S though. And I think like the handhelds work really well for these types of games with the controllers. You get really immersed in it. Although this would also be very cool on a very big monitor. You'd like even like a TV, I feel like this game would be sick on. You get totally sucked into it. As long as you don't get motion sick. Actually, wait, can you do first person? I think you could, right? Imagine this game in VR. I can't decide if that would be awesome or insane, like impossible to keep up with what's going on. I'm weaving over here. First one, nice, Blue. Dang it, dude. I can't. I'm trying so hard to look at chat. Just can't react fast enough. I'm moving this quick. I just need to not accelerate, I guess. Just do this. On the 49-inch. Oh, yours is, Demonic? Very cool. First person. Oh, it's right bumper? What? I didn't realize that. That's third person, though. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's interesting, like, the blurriness of it all. I guess that probably has to do with, like, processing. Whoa, wait, is this like a automatically shifting? Oh, that's so cool. I didn't even know that it did that. Like, the off angle. I think it just continuously, yeah, it's like, this is the video thing he was talking about. That's so cool. So it just automatically swaps shots every couple seconds, it seems like. It is a little hard to control because you can't tell what's going on, but I could see, like, if you go a big jump like this, it's gonna take it like that. I like the drone sound effect too, that's cool. I'm surprised I didn't even know that was there, yeah. You can see the drone there too. That's cool. And like, it just does that, I guess. But you said, oh, left bumper does this? Toggle focus. Wait, is that like the blurriness I was talking about? Oh gosh. Or is it this? Hang on. I didn't realize there was a menu with that button. Lift, tilt, zoom. Toggle. Oh, this does stuff too. Adjust focus. Autofocus. Toggle game UI. Toggle this UI. Reset camera. Trying to like. It's interesting. So you can actually like. Oh, there we go. Wow. That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, this would be sick in VR. Honestly. Once in the air, right and left triggers tilt. I see. I hit the bumper there instead of the bump. Oh, there's the hands too. That's cool. Yeah, like that. Why would you do a trick like this? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I guess you could like swap it on the fly though. So yes, right bumper is just the drone shot, I guess. Or we could do like this, like jump off and do a flip. Like that. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. It's actually, like we talked about, you could get pretty cool stuff with this. You just have to practice it a lot. Okay, at least it didn't crash. I'm trying to like swap camera angles mid-jump. Also, yeah, I think the focus there, notice how like a lot of that was out of focus. I guess I needed to like press X in that situation while on the ground. Maybe it's just supposed to be not very visible here. Oh my gosh, this is crazy, like in the blizzard. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. We're alive. somehow. Yeah, this angle is just the easiest to use. But the others add so much to the game. Look at this, just soaring into the fog over here. Yeah, we got the backflip, NF. What's up, Endo? Oh, it's a great time. Man, this is really high up here. I got a big jump. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. I overcorrected a little bit there. Wow, see, look at the focus here. It's just that one camera angle gives it like that lens flare kind of look. It's crazy. Meow. That's cool. A little backflip into the glide. Do a little bit of carving here. Oh, wow. I guess I carved too hard right there. Also, yeah, wait, listen to the noise here. That's just white noise. Wait, I think if I do a full carve, I can hear it. Yeah, I can see that. The white noise with the script on there. It sounds like it's two sounds though, like one white noise and one that's like a bit of a higher hiss. That's just so cool because you would just never know that by listening outside of the context. Oh, I went the wrong way. It's going to rain. We haven't pulled it yet. This one's different in case if you've been in our streams before, we sometimes do like multiple key giveaways. This one we're just doing the one, okay? Alright, let's get it in the air so we can look at chat safely, I think. By hitting a tree. Okay, surviving. Yes, thank you, NF. Now we're just vibing. Summer's not a bot, but people don't know that. People just think it automatically happens. The ping or pong noise is kind of loud and annoying. Reminds you of a smoke alarm that has low battery. Oh, like when you die? Or that one right there. The combo finisher sound, I think. Is that what it is? Oops. Yeah, this music goes... I mean, you could play, like I said, any music on here. And it's funny what he said about, like, in the playtest, people just put on their own music, because that's exactly what I was thinking when I started playing this. Just like how everyone puts on their own music when skiing or snowboarding. A lot of people do. It's the same thing with this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you just hold A and the paraglider, you can just go forever. Wait, so is that the photo mode, actually? Go, 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 please. Need more speed. Oh, we're going this way now. That one. You could probably adjust that one a little bit. I can see what you're saying, though. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. I have, I have two hands, right? Oh, maybe just one hand right now. I think I'm supposed to be grabbing that. Oh, these are the controls of the camera mode. I'm so stupid. So you can like make it maybe like a bokeh effect. If I hold this, yeah, like blur the background. That's cool. And you have your focus like this. Whoa. All right, we gotta get the blur in the background. Like the ice coming off. That's pretty cool. I thought that was to like see the actual main gameplay, but that makes sense. That's the camera mode. Oh, am I stuck here? I think there is a reset button actually. That's the reset button. Tis but a flesh wound. All right, guys, we'll pull the giveaway winner here in just a second because I actually do have to end on time today since I have some work to do this afternoon. But I've loved playing this, man. This is awesome. Oh. And by the way, if you guys know indie games that are coming out that you think we should work with, please let me know. I'd love to reach out to them and see if they want to come on for an interview or just showcase the game on our stuff. Work with us so we can show it. Because it's a win-win. Like, we get to show the new products like this, and then we get to show really cool games on them at the same time people might not know about yet. Which I think is like the best case scenario. And even better if they want to offer a giveaway thing too. But I'll try and find more. I think there's actually some pretty good spots to find them on like Threads of all places. There's like a hashtag for it. Probably other socials too. I just need to do some more investigating the time that I have. Oh, we got like the Sakura trees over here. Nice. Yep, we'll do stream code as well. Always for that. You need them for the 9i, man. That's a big one. Oh, land it. Okay, so you can come back. You just need time. Please, please, please. Oh, thought for sure I was gonna wipe there. Yeah, this is a cool biome. Pink and blue. Only makes it. Whoa. Staying alive. See someone X? Yeah, I think they all probably have them. I just need to find, because the way all the socials work is you get, once you start seeing some of them, it'll serve you more of them. So I just need to get my algorithm locked more into it for sure. All right, Summer. Well, first of all, let me check what Ultima has to say about the ping noise. Possibly. See, here's the thing. I don't know what these menu items mean. Oh, is it the sound mix? I think it's the sound mix of like the mountain versus hero noise or something. And then this one, star versus clothing. I don't know what this one is either. But maybe. I mean, you can probably just turn this down, right? That might do it. Let me try. Yeah, here you hear more of the actual mountain. Okay, it's still there. I don't know. That could be a request though. That feels like a pretty easy toggle feature to add. If it bothers you that much. I popped it right into the tree. It popped me up right as I did it. Yeah, I think I like that up, but you can adjust that if you want to. All right, yeah, Summer, let's go and pull the winner, guys. So if you guys want to enter to win this game, again, big shout out to Studio Gauntlet and to Snow for A, coming on for the interview, and also B, working with us for the spotlight and offering up an extra key for a raffle. Appreciate you guys. Good luck to all y'all. Remember, if you are here and you win, just type in chat to let us know you are here, and then we'll get you the key after that, okay? Yeah, you can probably just ask the dev. I think that's good feedback ultimately, because that's not like a new feature necessarily. That's just like a usability thing. I think if you let them know about that, it seems like a pretty reasonable thing to add in easily to the UI. Okay, Ved Green. Ved Green, if you're here. Hey, Ved's here. Awesome. Congrats, Ved. You are a winner. So we'll get in touch with you with the key. Again, big shout out to Snow and Studio Gauntlet for coming on here and working with us, guys. Appreciate you. We do more of these each week, just so you know. Every time I'm streaming, there are the channel points keys up for grabs. We have a couple up for right now. We'll do another one on Thursday, probably more of our standard Steam key raffles on that date. But yeah, very cool game. And guys, if you didn't win the game, please go check it out too on Steam, because it is available. There's a demo available to anybody if you want to check it out. And if you want to actually get the game too, it's on Steam and it's very affordable. So definitely check it out if you enjoyed the game. I'll play like one more run here maybe, because I've got a minute or two left. But I think I actually did go over last time when I was playing, so I'll try not to do it again, since I think Nikki came on a little bit later yesterday, or last week. Yeah, no, I'll do a little bit more, because I've got a couple more minutes here. Also, I hope you guys are liking the YouTube stuff as well. YouTube is still kind of an experiment with us. I think with YouTube, I try and focus on when we have more of a special event going on, or a product focus like this one for the GoS. Makes more sense. Should ask them to put on Games Planet? Maybe, yeah. We can connect them. We need to. Caliban, we just gave away the key. We just pulled the winner for today's key, which is this game, Snow. Very fun game. 30 seconds. I know, really? You came in right after. It do be like that sometimes. But we'll do more of the standard thing on Thursday, like I said, with the multiple draws throughout the stream. Not sure what I'm going to do on Thursday just yet. I don't think I have anything super firm planned. I could just do Rivals, of course, but actually, yeah, if the Rivals update hits on Thursday, we'll probably play that if it hits before the stream. I can't remember what time they update that game. If not, we might do more Avowed potentially, because I think we might be doing stuff with Avowed. I'm not sure yet. Or I could find another indie game potentially. We'll see. I think we should have one of the new laptops coming in here soon as well. I believe it's the Pro 7i that's soon going to be available, so stay tuned on that. Also, I think the 9i is supposed to get here today for the prize, so Excited for that. No, I know I don't have to, Demonic. I just like the speed. Why would I not hold A all the time when I can go fast? You know what I mean? Not for this game? No, not on Thursday, no. Just had the one key to raffle off today. I think it just looks so cool when you hold A all the time. You know what I mean? Go low to the ground, go faster. Go for a nice little spin. Yeah, now you mentioned it, that Pong is a little bit loud, but I didn't notice it till you mentioned it for some reason. I think it's just louder than all the other effects, which is the interesting part. Oh, we hit those. Oh, that was almost so cool. Man, I need like one more jump there. I was gonna pop the glider. That was so cool. No, not this time, NF, like I said, because we only have the one key, so I didn't have extra to pull for that, but we'll do that for other games when we can in the future. Definitely like if we do some of the game key drops, because that's when we actually go buy a bunch of keys, we'll do that, but not for this one. So, all right, chat. Thank you guys for jumping on. Appreciate you. Remember, I'll be on Thursday again, same time, 12 p.m. Eastern. If you want to come out, I appreciate you guys coming out today. For those of you who asked questions too, thank you for doing that. Big shout out to Studio Gauntlet for coming on, Creaster, and doing the interview with us, as well as offering up a couple keys for the gameplay demo and for the giveaway today. I will grab the stream code for you too. Thank you, Seal, for reminding me. Let me pop it up really quickly here, and we'll make sure that we get that to you guys. So the way this works, if you guys are new to the channel, this is a code you can use to increase your odds to win our hardware giveaways we do each month, which, like I said, it's a 9i in North America, which is a big prize, or it's the 5, the Legion 5 over in Europe. So here's your code right here. You can use that to increase your odds to win. Make sure you come out Thursday too for another one. Also, I'm thinking about maybe adjusting the game nights on Fridays, because they've been a little bit tough to maintain, just for like me personally, with other stuff going on. So I don't know, we'll see, but definitely we'll keep them going for the streams, and maybe add them to other streams in the future, or we try to get more community game night leaders that aren't me necessarily. So we'll see, but I appreciate you guys sticking around for those. I'm gonna hop off. I think there's more streamers later today. I believe like Lux maybe is at 4. I gotta check the schedule, but make sure you jump on our Discord, jump on our community site. If you type !LGC, that takes you to our Legion gaming community, which is where we post all sorts of monthly giveaways, game key drops coming next week, hopefully, wallpapers, discussions, all sorts of stuff over there. And then of course we have Discord and stuff too, and ranking Marvel Rivals. Yeah, we'll see you, Kane, at some point here. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. Thanks for spending the first bit of it with me, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.